Top story. Which has excited the parlor crowd, I'm sure. Trump has pardoned Michael Flynn despite a guilty plea, but he did it twice. He pled guilty twice. I'm sure that's, let's look through the parlor. Robert O'Brien addresses speculation he may run for president. I figured it would all be Michael Flynn. He's a fucking idiot because he doesn't do what you want him to do. I'm gonna have to read this Pew study that indicates leftism is literally a mental illness. I call bullshit on that. Yeah, I thought Parler was gonna be all about the Michael Flynn. I am surprised. That's my show right there. I got a couple echoes on it. May God bless President Trump, his family, and all families. So if you guys don't know about Michael Flynn, he is a traitor to this country. He was working on behalf of Turkey. Erdogan in Turkey is a hardcore dictator and authoritarian. Foreign client paying retired General Michael Flynn more than $500,000 to mount a campaign to advance Turkish government interest during the 2016 presidential campaign. He explicitly complained to a Flynn aide that then candidate Donald Trump was not being supportive enough. And yet this shitbag had the audacity to get up in front of the Republican National Committee. You guys all know the video I'm getting ready to play, I assume.
We do not need a weak, spineless president who is more concerned about issuing a...
Then why the fuck were you supporting Donald Trump? Talk about weak, spineless. Jesus Christ. Hell yeah, glad to know you're already radicalized. It took me quite some time, but also I grew up in a different time. I am the very first of the millennials. So that colors my perspective a little bit. And it was honestly the thing that radicalized me the most was Obama being a complete disappointment to run on a populist message and not deliver. Especially in the face of the financial crisis in 2008.
Than in protecting Americans. We do not need a reckless president who believes she is above the law.
He does believe he's above the law. That's why he issued a pardon to you today.
Lock her up. That's right. That's right. Lock her up. I'm going to tell you what. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
It is unbelievable.
Yeah. I use hashtag never Hillary. That's what I use.
And going back, I think I was wrong. I did not vote for Hillary in 2016. I think I was wrong on that. I should have voted Democratic in order to empower the people like AOC, Rashida Tlaib, Ariana Presley, the people I left off earlier. I know they weren't in office yet. But to empower the good in the Democratic Party to fight, and Hillary would have been a much better foe for the left because she illustrated those points so clearly about the corruption and the sellout to the oligarchs Because the fight that I've been doing over the last 4 years has been fucking useless. It's just been me playing videos and going, hey, look at these dumb fucks, and not getting anywhere. Whereas we might have been able, as small as the victories might have been, we would have been able to get somewhere with Hillary. And on top of that, I think she would have been weak come 2020, and Bernie may have very well been able to primary her. Because the thing that was able to stop Bernie was them throwing so many people out into the field, and then they all consolidated against him. So that's what, like, honestly, I may never not vote Democratic, at least on the national level, again in my lifetime, unless we are able to come up with a different party that is viable. And I'm all about it, and I'll support it if I can. But as I said, the way those parties can become viable through ranked choice voting, getting money out of politics, abolishing the Electoral College, those are all things that need to be done immediately, and they can only be done by one of the two major parties. And the only one that I'm going to be able to have any kind of traction in is the Democratic Party. And I know a lot of leftists disagree with me on that. And I've got a friend. I'll hopefully have her on here sometime soon. And you guys will love her. But she and I disagree fundamentally about this. She has completely left the Democratic Party. I didn't vote Democratic for over a decade. I still don't consider myself to be a Democrat. I was ready to sign up for the party when I thought Bernie Sanders was taking the reins of the DNC. Very sad that didn't happen. So I'm sorry, Hillary. I should have voted for you. My bad. I learned my lesson.
I have called on Hillary Clinton. I have called on Hillary Clinton to drop out of the race because she put our nation's security at extremely high risk with her careless...
This motherfucker, a traitor to the country, who supported Trump, whose own defense secretary called him a threat to the Constitution. Michael Flynn, I call on you to be a man, not accept the pardon, and take your time.